So we're here with the first episode of the Blue Chip Show. I'm your host, Mike. I'm here with my co-host, Azib. We're going to be talking about sports and just more sports. That's what we're going to do right here. First topic, I don't even know if I want to talk about this, man. Like, if you guys don't know, I'm a Celtics fan, so it hurts. We're down 3-1 in the series right now. I'm going to let this guy, Azib, start because, like, I have so much to say on why we're down. Do you think the series is done?
3-1, like, before the Nuggets did this, I feel like everyone would have said the series is done, but now the Nuggets have come back twice from 3-1, so it's like, there's still some hope, there's still some light, but Kemba Walker, man, you guys brought him in, like, okay, we lost Kyrie, we brought this guy in, he should be able to replicate almost what he's doing.
Bring Kyrie back,
This guy's
please.
doing nothing. He's still averaging 20 points in the playoffs right now, but he's shooting 30% from 3 right now in the whole playoffs. He's shooting a little bit better against the Miami Heat, but come on, you have to be better. He's getting outplayed by Tyler Hero, a rookie. This guy, he's not even playable on defense. Tyler Hero was cooking him all game long. You got to expect more from an All-Star.
Did you see Game 4? Every possession down the court, they attacked Kemba. They didn't let up. I was honestly getting frustrated watching that game yesterday. They attacked Kemba on every single possession. He couldn't guard Hero. After a while, they put him on Jimmy. He couldn't guard Jimmy. And he can't even guard Dragic. It's just like he's on the court doing nothing. If Kemba's not giving you his effort on the offensive side of the ball, if he's not scoring, he needs to come off. As a Celtics fan, I think we need to start running a lineup of Smart at the 1, Jalen at the 2, Hayward at the 3, Tatum at the 4, and Robert Williams at the 6, whoever's playing better. Maybe even Grant Williams go small.
Yeah, Grant Williams played good against Raptors. He hasn't been playing like that many minutes against Miami right now. But
played like 30 seconds yesterday.
Like, what happened to Marcus Smart? This guy went from Klay Thompson against the Toronto Raptors, scoring 5 threes in a row, winning that series almost in some games.
Points.
And now he's shooting, what, 31% from 3?
See, but my thing with Smart is you got to give him those threes because of what he does defensively. So to keep him happy, you have to give him those threes or else he's going to be upset.
All right, so keep him happy and lose the series. Is that what you
No,
want?
the goal isn't to lose the series. The goal is to win. But just like you said, he scored 16 straight points to help us win Game 2 against Toronto. If a player knows he has that ability, why would he let up? Why would he stop shooting? You got to put the confidence to keep shooting.
If Jason Tatum is scoring 28 points in the second half, and Marcus Smart thinks it's okay for him to dribble up and just brick a 3 when he's not shooting well at all, like, I feel like there's a problem there.
There definitely is some ill-advised shots there that he's taking. But in the fourth quarter, Tatum had the ball. They doubled him, and he swung it to Smart at the 45 on the left side. And when I seen that, I was like, you got to hit those. Like, you got to knock those down. I think we were probably down like 2 at the time. If you hit that, it would have been a different game. So those ones hurt. Can't get those ones back.
Okay, but like, so now, talking about the series, Jimmy Butler now, everyone's talking about how he's like a top 10 player.
Yeah.
Do you think he's a top 10 player?
No. I don't get this Jimmy. Okay, maybe I shouldn't be laughing because like Jimmy's All-Star. He's pretty All-Star.
What if they go to the finals?
No. The reason why I can't put call Jimmy a top 10 player is because he elevated the team definitely from last year. He definitely made Miami a better team. But he's not the driving force of why Miami is 1 game away from the finals. Am I wrong for saying that?
No, I agree with you on this. Yeah. For me, Jimmy Butler is like Kyle Lowry. Like,
he's the heart and soul.
He's the heart and soul of the team. He'll make that hustle play. He's gonna do that dive for the ball. He gets a lot of steals in the fourth quarter and crunch time.
He makes winning plays.
He makes winning plays. But there's like a 10 list of guys. Like, probably like, I don't want to go through all of them right now, but around the end it becomes like Jokic, Doncic, Dame, and that like closes out the 10. And he's just not better than those guys to me yet. He's not even better than Jason Tatum to me yet.
Yeah, he's not.
Like, he's fighting with like Joel Embiid, so like I just can't see him being in the top 10 yet.
The thing I like about this series, what's going on, like I'm going on Twitter a lot and I'm seeing what people are thinking about the series. A lot of people have acknowledged that Jimmy Butler is not even the best player in the series.
He's not.
Everyone knows Tatum is better than him and Tatum is playing better than him. But what he's lucky with is he has the best coach in the series, and he has a better supporting cast around him. Coming into the series, if someone asks you who's more talented, Boston or Miami, everyone's gonna tell you Boston because they have Kemba's an All-Star, Tatum's an All-NBA player, Jaylen Brown's a fringe All-Star, Gordon Hayward is probably the best 4th option in the league. Even though he missed the first 2 games, when he's healthy, he's probably the best 4th option in the league. Smart's an All-NBA defender. So coming into the series, you say Boston are talent, but the guys on Boston are not playing to the level the guys in Miami are playing. Look at these numbers that these Miami guys are giving you this series. Through the first 4 games, Dragic is giving you 22, 4, and 4, shooting 45%, 37% for 3. Bam is giving you 22, 11, and 5. Can we talk about Bam with 2 blocks? Bam might be the best big man in the East. I know Embiid's had that crown for what, 3 years now? It might be time. It might be time. Because there's no answer for this guy.
Okay, but
both ends of the floor.
You can't. I can't crown Bam over Embiid yet. Embiid is still like the skill level. He played with Jimmy, and like sure that roster just doesn't fit Embiid like the way it fits for now. Like,
but last year, Philly they did lose to the champions, so I guess and they lost to sevens. Like they lost to one possession in Game 7. But the difference is with that roster, last year they fit perfect. They had Simmons at the 1. What was it? JJ Redick at the 2, Jimmy Butler at the 3, Tobias at the 4, and Embiid at the 5. It fit well. The problem is like the culture in Philadelphia is not strong, so and they really messed up. They need to get.
They need to split up him and Ben Simmons. I'm telling you, Ben Simmons and Embiid can't work. It can't work.
I don't know. Maybe get a coach in there that could fix it. Maybe like a Ty Lue.
Ty Lue got coached by LeBron.
Yeah, Ty Lue got coached. Ty Lue's a good coach, man. Don't sleep on Ty Lue. I'm a Ty Lue fan. But yeah, back to Jimmy. Like you said, the guys who are rounding out the top 10 are probably Dame, Jokic, and who did you say? Luka?
Doncic, Luka.
Yeah, Luka. Yeah, those guys are on the top 10. Me personally, I'd have Tatum in there, being unbiased. But see,
unbiased.
Tatum is better than Jimmy.
No, he is.
Yeah.
You're seeing it right now. Nobody's helping Tatum the way Jimmy Butler's teammates are helping him.
Jimmy
like he played.
3 guys.
He beat Giannis, but Tyler Herro's a rookie, averaging what 21 this series. 21 this series. Yeah,
37 last night.
Jimmy, he's not top 10 yet.
Let's talk about Tatum for a second. Look what Tatum's doing, man. He's averaging 26, 11, and 5. I've never seen a player over the course of one season improve as much as Tatum has throughout the season. He came into the year, people were comparing him to Siakam. Don't forget, it was and like December.
That's not wrong though.
In like December, it was like 100. Like if you ask any casual fan, they'll tell you Siakam's better than Tatum. February comes, wins Player of the Month. You're like, oh man, this guy Tatum's coming. He's looking like a top 15 player. We're in the playoffs right now. He's averaging throughout the whole playoffs. He's averaging 26, 10, and 4. Like he just keeps getting better.
But before the bubble, it was an argument.
Honestly, towards the end of the bubble, towards the end of the season before the coronavirus break, I don't even think it was an argument. To me, like if you're really watching, because I used to tell you all the time, like if you look at Siakam's stats against teams above 500, against teams currently in playoff position, he wasn't performing at a high level.
Siakam, his name for what he did last year boosted, like it elevated. He got cemented because of what he did in the playoffs last year, where he was the second leading scorer on the championship team.
Yeah.
So that's what happens in the basketball, though. When you win, the narrative gets set for you. Yeah, like you can play bad, and the narrative will still be there for you. So Siakam got that narrative. He lost it all, though.
Yeah, and people labeled him as a playoff performer after that.
He threw it in the garbage, but but it's okay.
He's out here spinning like a gorilla. Honestly, let me not even get to Siakam. It's not Siakam's time. So before we switch over to the Lakers series, you think the series is done?
I'm gonna say Miami in 6.
Miami 6. I'm looking at the camera right now. I might look stupid the next time we record because the series might be done, but I'm rolling with my season. I got Celtics in 7. We just gotta take it one game at a time. Game 5 is coming up tomorrow. We're not looking at this come back for 3-1. We need to win Game 5. Then after Game 5, we win Game 6. And in Game 7, Jason Tatum is the best player in this series. If we go to Game 7, hypothetically, if we go to Game 7, who are you taking?
Miami. They're the most clutch team in the playoffs so far.
But for Boston to somehow get to Game 7 and have the best player in the series, you still feel confident taking Miami?
I'm gonna take Miami. They're so far closing. They just close games better than anyone I've seen in the playoffs, and they have 3 closers. Like Boston has 1 closer because Kemba's fake right now. Kemba, like he might dribble around. Kemba, that's what he does. There's a whole shot clock. He waits until 18 seconds of the shot clock are gone. He's dribbling around, kicks it to Tatum with 3 seconds left on the shot clock, and Tatum takes a bad shot. That's not winning.
Either puts up a bad shot himself or makes Tatum put up a bad shot. It's honestly pathetic. It's disgusting.
And the ball's always in his hands in the end of the game.
The ball's always in his hands. I don't know why.
Yeah, so Miami's winning Game 7.
All right, I got Celtics in 7. I'm not giving up. Until we're dead, we're dead. All right, now moving on to the Lakers series. We got, Game 4 tonight? Yeah, we got Game 4 tonight. Lakers are up 2-1. Denver had a big win in Game 3, 2 days ago.
Huge win
for them. They led for most of the game, right? It wasn't really that close. Lakers just made the comeback.
They were up 20 at one point, and they just kept turning the ball. The agenda was clear. They were turning the ball over, but if Rajon Rondo is grabbing Jamal Murray's arms and stealing the ball, the agenda is clear. If LeBron James is diving into Gary Harris's back on a rebound, tackling him basically, and there's no foul called, the agenda was clear.
Wait. Before we keep going, let the people know, because this is going to be an ongoing theme until you're retired. Let them know how you feel about LeBron. Before, because I don't want you just talking about. I don't want you just talking about LeBron and they don't know how you've been hating on LeBron for years. Years he's been hating on this man.
I will hate on LeBron forever. I still hate on LeBron. I admit, second greatest player of all time. Second, Jordan is the GOAT. But LeBron has had some weird circumstances always save him. Ray Allen hit one of the biggest shots in NBA history.
I never knew LeBron was the only personality outside teammates.
If his teammates, in the biggest moments of his career, someone else has hit the shot. He even passed it.
You just 2 moments, Kyrie and Ray Allen shot. What else?
And those are the biggest moments of his career. Wait. In the playoffs, so far this year, LeBron has scored 2 points in a clutch situation.
And they're up 2-1. Isn't that crazy?
Because Anthony Davis.
I mean, okay, you can make the argument Anthony Davis has been playing better than LeBron.
It's not an argument, it's just factual.
It's definitely an argument. But LeBron is still better than him.
Okay, so
LeBron finished second MVP voting.
Okay, so then your argument for Jimmy Butler contradicts itself because you're saying Jimmy Butler has been like really the best player on his team, but he's better. Obviously, everyone's just gonna say, yeah, but he's better than them. So
Jimmy Butler's not better than Bam.
So now you're just lying.
Jimmy Butler's better than Bam?
Jimmy Butler's better than Bam.
Jimmy Butler's better than Bam.
Bam has had one.
I know the general consensus is that Jimmy Butler's better than Bam, but you can't tell me throughout this whole playoff run Jimmy Butler's been more impactful than Bam. And they're both All-Stars in the regular season. What I can give Jimmy is that he was better than Bam throughout the regular season.
So if you're
think Bam's been better in the playoffs.
If you're making a top 20 list right now, you're putting Bam ahead of Jimmy. That's just a lie.
Probably not, just because of.
So you just admitted you lied.
I'm probably only going to do it because of the backlash I would have received.
Okay. So you're not confident in your team.
No, I'm confident, but it's just like you know how this basketball, you know how the politics go in basketball. You really like.
So stick by it then.
You just gotta Jimmy's just like cemented in like in the top 18ish. Like he just cemented it to most people. But back to the Lakers series. Jamal Murray, you think he's became a superstar?
100%.
Superstar though?
People were making fun of his contract when he signed that max deal.
People were.
That's a bad contract now?
It's a great contract.
It's amazing.
It's a great contract.
He's averaging 9.3 points per game in the fourth quarter in the playoffs. In a championship run, Jordan, when he had one of his championship runs, had averaged 9.6. The most ever anyone's averaged in a championship run during the playoffs was in the fourth quarter with Dirk Nowitzki when he averaged 9.9 points per game. He's doing historic stuff right now. Jamal Murray, for sure, superstar.
For sure, superstar. All right, so if you guys don't know this, we're Canadian. So I'm with Jamal Murray all day. We're calling him Maple Jordan out here these days. He's not a superstar yet. If I'm being honest, he's not a superstar yet. He's a star. Coming into the bubble, no one was calling Jamal Murray a star. So I think he definitely cemented himself as a star. I mean, through the whole playoff run, he's averaging 27, 7, and 5 on 51, 48, 88. Like, if that's not a star, no one's a star.
But is Jason Tatum a superstar?
See, even Tatum, I think he's a superstar, but most people aren't probably calling Tatum a superstar. And Tatum's still better than Murray because of what he does on both ends of the floor. He's a 6'9" wing.
If you're going to say that most people don't think he's a star, then I can see where you're coming from.
But is the argument for Jamal Murray being a superstar, is it there? I think it's there because what he's doing, we haven't even seen some superstars. Westbrook has never had a better playoff run than Jamal Murray has so far.
Damian Lillard probably hasn't had a better playoff run.
Yeah, Dame's never had a better playoff run. Has James Harden even had a better playoff run than this?
No. Has James Harden gone to the conference finals ever?
Yeah, he's been twice.
Twice? Oh, okay. He won the finals. Sorry.
Oh yeah, like he counted OKC he went to the finals, but no one even talks about. Like Houston, he went twice. But yeah, Jamal Murray, like he's outshining a lot of guys that we look. So until now, Anthony Davis did it. Obviously now he's going to work, but he never had a playoff run like this until he's teamed up with LeBron.
See, my problem with superstars and like just like how they crown players. Yeah. Like what do you think? Devin Booker's obviously probably better than Jamal Murray, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Like
D-Book, that's my guy.
But has he ever been in a situation where the game's on the line in a playoff game? No, nobody knows.
No, and that's the thing. When talented guys are put into a bad situation with bad organizations, it's hard for them to show what they would be able to achieve in the playoffs. Before
this playoffs, everyone told me Cardiac Kemba. Cardiac Kemba's gonna.
I wasn't one of those.
You were one of those guys, but the general consensus, Twitter, everyone, the media, like, the fall off between Kyrie and Kemba. Celtics are good.
Bro,
Kemba's built for this. Just because he hit one shot on UConn, right? So that's what it was.
That's what people thought he was built for this because in college he did get it done. And throughout the regular season he did have moments where he was getting it done. So.
And in the playoffs, first time he's on a good team in the playoffs, a championship contending team potentially. It's just not it. So like, how can I just say Devin Booker without ever watching him in a playoff game? it's just built for it. When guys like Jamal Murray are just doing this now.
He's literally doing it right now. You have a good point there, but my thing with a guy like Devin Booker is like, some guys you just see it in them that they're built different. Like they just relish in the moment. And to me, Devin Booker's one of those dudes. Like, look at that shot in the bubble he hit over Kawhi and Paul George.
His biggest accomplishment is going 8-0 in the bubble though. So it's
but
like
that is, every game for them was an elimination game, and they just kept winning, and they're being led by Devin Booker.
No, I like D-Book, but
you like everyone from Kentucky, so you're a Kentucky guy. But as of right now, you should probably say Jamal Murray is better than Devin Booker based off this playoff run. But I can't go there. I can't go that far. Give me Devin Booker. A guy though, I would say I'll take Jamal Murray over is
Ben Simmons.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, Ben Simmons sucks.
But I like Ben Simmons though. I like Ben Simmons. I don't know.
You gotta give credit where it's due. Jamal Murray, Ben Simmons has never done anything close.
Yeah, he's
never been close to.
He can't even close games.
Can't hit free throws.
What do you think about like this series? Where do you think it's going? Right now it's 2-1. How do you think it ends?
It's 2-1. In Denver's mind, they think they should be up 2-1.
100%.
They're one terrible defensive possession away from being up when Plumlee just. That was one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life.
That was terrible.
So Denver, if they lose tonight, they're gonna be down 3-1. Win-win situation. If they win tonight, 2-2, pressure's on Lakers. Yeah. So Denver's winning the series in 7 no matter what. I'm calling it right now. Denver in 7.
Nuggets in 7. This guy's crazy. I'm okay. So we got the smart answer is Lakers in 6. But honestly, man, I got Lakers in 5. Jamal Murray, Jokic, they've had a good playoff run, but it ends here. They're not gonna beat LeBron James and Anthony Davis. They just don't have the firepower. But then again, they do have guys playing. They have Jimmy Grant playing amazing. They have MPJ playing great. They have Monte Morris. Monte Morris has been like a revelation for them. He's giving them good minutes.
I promise you, if Gary Harris just remembers how to shoot a basketball like he did against Clippers, he went from averaging double digits, not a lot, it was just like 10 or 11 points, to averaging 5 points a game now. He was shooting above 40% from 3 against Clippers to shooting 29% now. That's just not going to cut it.
His impact isn't even the same on this series as it was defense, on Clippers, because with Clippers he had guys who you could throw fits at. Like he could help on Paul George, he could help on Lou Will. Lou Will was terrible that series. But LeBron's too big for him. Anthony Davis too big for him.
He can't do nothing.
He's not doing nothing with playoff Rondo. Playoff Rondo is real. Remember that. Playoff Rondo is real. So he kind of put it. He got in this series. He kind of got put into a weird situation.
He's useless. He's averaging the 4th most minutes on the team, and he's just not doing anything.
I wouldn't call him useless, but yeah, he's definitely not. He's definitely not doing too much for them. All right, now we're gonna switch gears to the NFL. Week 3. We're both Ravens fans. 2-0. Big matchup this week. Big matchup on Monday. Ready?
Money Mahomes.
We got the jersey right here, Lamar. Why do you say Money Mahomes, bro? Don't talk about Mahomes. Until we beat them on Monday, I don't want to hear about Mahomes. It's Lamar Jackson. It's Lamar Jackson time. So Chiefs Ravens, who do you have? Like,
I'm gonna take Ravens, but my only concern now is every time that we played the Ravens, they played the Chiefs last year.
It is we though, we're fans. Part of the flag.
We're not on the field, but all right, like the Ravens, they played the Chiefs last year, and it was always just like Mahomes, just something magical would always end up happening through the passing game only though. And like now this year, they've added a running back. Like it just works out that like I'm an LSU fan as well, right? So like Clyde Edwards-Helaire, like that guy, he's different.
Remember Lamar's rookie year, game we lost. We had them dead to rights. And Lamar, was it Tyreek Hill that caught the ball?
Tyreek Hill like just flung it across when he's supposed to get like sacked.
It was so fluke.
It was fluke, but
it was so fluke.
Now they added a guy with the best passing offense in the league. The numbers might not even be there right now. I think Packers are the number 1 passing offense in the league, but that's still the best passing offense in the league.
Yeah, no question about it.
Probably going up against the best secondary in the league in Baltimore, arguably.
You know what it is with Earl Thomas being gone? People who aren't Ravens fans probably won't consider it best secondary in the league because we don't have a big name there anymore. Because even Marlon Humphrey's not a big name. People know he's good, he's respected. Don't get me wrong, but he's not a big name. But yo, we got some ballers in our secondary. If you guys don't know, we got Juice Man, Marcus Peters,
MP Juice Man.
Juice Man. We got Marlon Humphrey. We got Chuck Clark, Anthony Levine. We got guys playing well.
Jimmy Smith, package safety now, package corner. So he's an established vet basically, So like he's for sure super solid. Like we lost Tavon Young for the year, that one hurts. But Jimmy Smith, it's gonna be okay. But no, they just have to figure out. They can't let the Chiefs be dual dynamic. They can't let them run the ball and pass the ball. Ravens, we brought in Calais Campbell, Wolf. And against Browns, like we saw it, not against the Texans, but against Browns, we saw Chubb and Kareem Hunt. They did have their occasional couple runs. And like Elair, I feel like he can get those runs himself too because he's so good at the passing game as well.
You know what I think it is? I think we need the game plan. We need to get them in third and long situations.
That's all it is.
And then if it's gonna be every third down, Mahomes is gonna have to make something special happen. If we're gonna lose that way, we're gonna lose that way. The man's a Hall of Famer, well, future Hall of Famer. If you're gonna lose a Hall of Famer off him being great, I can accept that. But I think the keys for the game, we need to get them in third and long. Another key for me is through the first 2 games of the season, Chiefs have the 27th ranked run defense. They're struggling.
Lamar didn't even run the ball yet like that. Like Texans are like, no, we're not gonna let him run.
I think John Harbaugh needs to let go of the chains. He has to unleash Lamar on Monday. This is what we need to do. If we win the toss, we need to receive the ball. We need to get out to a lead early. We need to run it down their throats. We need to make them pay. We need to punish them at the line of scrimmage.
I keep the ball out of Mahomes' hands as long as possible, basically.
That's always the game plan.
That's always the game plan.
So we need it. You know how you watch all the Ravens just like me. Once we get out to a lead, we're almost impossible to beat. That's the problem. When we're playing from behind, we struggle.
Become predictable.
I mean, with this year might be different because Lamar has improved like mightily as a passer. But the last 2 years,
last game, Texans said we're gonna stop your number 1 target, Mark Andrews. Lamar hit Willie Snead, he hit Miles Boykin, he hit Hollywood.
Had a big game, but he had timely catches.
Gus Edwards was like running the ball. They know like it's not that same thing anymore where it's like if Lamar like can't throw now, like he's finding everyone. So he improves with passing a lot this year. It's gonna be scary. So.
Yeah, this year I think falling behind isn't as nerve-wracking and scary as it was last year or the last 2 years.
No, for
Because
sure.
I'm not gonna lie, when we were behind, like when we got behind in the Titans playoff game, I was nervous because you have to keep feeding Henry. If you feed the man, we couldn't stop him. And when we get the ball back, like it was a bad situation. So now going on to the other big matchup of the weekend, we got Cowboys versus Seahawks. If you guys don't know that, I'm a Cowboys hater, a newly found Cowboys hater. I used to be okay with them. They used to just mind your business. Okay, Cowboys never mind your business. That's a lie. I used to have no Cowboys fans in my life, so I didn't have a problem with them. Recently, I've encountered a couple of Cowboys fans, and I hate them. So I became a Cowboys hater. And I just don't like them boys. They come with high expectations every year, and they fold. So at this point, I'm just gonna be a hater. Cowboys, are you guys gonna win versus Seahawks? No, you're gonna lose. By how much? I don't know. Maybe 100. You guys suck. Tell them what you think is happening. I don't respect the Cowboys. You guys are just done.
It's not as bad as he's saying. Like Cowboys, their fans.
Wait. They're on the screen right now. That's just what I didn't even realize. But yeah.
Cowboys, they're winning against Atlanta Falcons. Complete fluke. That was just some of the worst onside play like I've ever seen in my life. To be honest,
they're literally staring at the ball.
They're like, take the win. They said we don't want to win this game today. Take the ball and like go win it. And I got to give credit to Jack a little bit where every time he did get the ball after the first quarter, it was like, okay, it's like, I'm putting up points on the board. And if the Falcons didn't respond with a touchdown, like you saw, they scored field goals and you saw, oh shoot, like Cowboys kind of are coming back. And then they just threw it away.
Yo, but they need to stop force feeding Zeke, man. I'm not the biggest fan of Dak, but the offense does look better when the ball's in Dak's hands.
They have 3 receivers who are Amari Cooper elite. Michael Gallup for a second is like a pretty elite second.
He might even be third now.
He is third in my opinion. CeeDee Lamb, like even if he's in the slot most of the time, I think CeeDee Lamb is a better receiver. CeeDee Lamb in college was one of the best, just run after the catch receivers. Like even separating, creating space. CeeDee Lamb is disgusting. He's
second right now in the league, yards after catch.
Yeah, exactly. His second game, he had 100 yards receiving. Like okay, so like. He set up the game-winning field goal.
Yeah, he did.
So CeeDee Lamb's special, and I think those weapons, Zeke can catch the ball decently too. It's not so. Just put the ball in Dak's hands. He can run. Let him throw. I do think this is gonna be a tough matchup for Cowboys, just because.
Are they at home?
To be honest, I don't know. I think
Seattle's home.
I think Seattle's home, but Cowboys secondary banged up. They lost Awuzie. It's gonna be tough. The secondary is not good, and Russell Wilson is MVP right now. He's on a mission.
Yeah, right now he's leading in the MVP race.
DK is looking good. Tyler Lockett is looking good. They got receivers named Moore out here catching touchdown passes.
Oh,
right?
you know I have to stop when to brought up DK. Yo, you GMs, all you GMs, if any GM is watching this, you guys passed on DK because he didn't look good running around cones. Look at yourself. Look at yourself. Take a look in the mirror. Green Bay, Philadelphia, you guys took JJ Arcega-Whiteside over DK because he didn't look good running around cones. That's pathetic. That's pathetic. And Trevon Diggs, I'm a fan of the whole Diggs challenge, Stephon, Trevon, but Trevon's in for a tough matchup this weekend if he's checking DK, man. That's gonna be a tough matchup for him. I'll tell you that much.
Like, Cowboys fans are funny. They're saying he's strapped Julio, so DK is it's game. But I don't know. We're gonna see.
They must have not seen what DK just did to Gilly Lock.
Gilmore's the best corner in the NFL, and DK just ran right by him.
He ate him up. All right, give a score prediction.
Score prediction? I think it's gonna be high scoring because Seahawks defense, they've been suspect as well. Seahawks
suspect.
Jamal Adams, like, I love that guy. He's probably he's the best safety in the NFL to me. But he made Edelman look like an all-pro right now. Like, Edelman was unstoppable against the Patriots.
Patriots were, when they threw in Jamal Adams' zone, they were 6 for 6 with 157 yards when they threw towards Jamal Adams.
That's unacceptable. And, like, I get, like, he's better, like, he's boxed, like, he wants to go get the quarterback, sack him, go not let the running back pass the line of scrimmage, like, go get those tackles in the backfield from a safety position. But, like, his coverage skills are good. So, like, I don't understand how Edelman was just able to do that.
Yeah, great players don't usually follow up like with bad performances.
No, yeah, so
he should be better in coverage.
So I really think that because of that, like, he's gonna be a little bit better. But the Cowboys' weapons, Edelman to Amari Cooper, like, and then like N'Keal Harry to CeeDee Lamb, like I think CeeDee Lamb's probably better than him right now. And then Michael Gallup compared to, I don't even know who the Patriots started receiver. Yeah, so like, I'm pretty sure they're gonna struggle.
But do you think they're going to put up points?
I think it's going to be like a 38-33 like Seahawks.
Yeah. I'm going to go with... I'm going to be normal, even though I'm a Cowboys hater. No, I'm not going to be normal. I'm going to go Seahawks 38, Cowboys 21. They're going to blow them out. Especially because it's at CenturyLink. They're going to blow them out. Now, on to another big matchup of the weekend. We got Packers versus Saints. Drew Brees versus Aaron Rodgers. It's funny because I'm a hater of both these guys. I don't. You know this. I don't like Drew Brees or Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is proving me wrong this year. He really is on a revenge tour. Everyone will keep it real. He's on a revenge tour.
But he is playing two bad secondaries.
Yeah, they played
Vikings and Lions.
Yeah, Vikings and Lions. Yeah.
Vikings secondary is terrible.
Yo, why? I'm an Ohio State fan. Why has Okudah been so bad in his first game? He was like. He was terrible versus Green Bay.
Marquez battling the Scouting.
They put Devontae Adams ate him up. Scouting ate him up.
Lazard
ate him up. He was like nearly unplayable. I felt bad, man. I'm pretty sure he's the highest drafted corner ever.
What was he, number 3?
Yeah, number 3. I'm pretty sure he's the highest drafted corner ever.
Well, I should check that, but
that's like he played bad. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Packers in that game. Drew Brees is toast. He has a noodle arm.
Okay, so this is my problem. You've been saying this for the last 3 years.
And he's been toast.
And they've gone to the playoffs. They look like the most dominant team in the NFC at times. They didn't go to the Super Bowl because of referees. Then when they lost to the Vikings that 1 year, Kyle Rudolph put Diggs. First Diggs made one of the craziest plays ever. Imagine State had to tackle him in bounds. He just didn't do it. And he tried. I don't know what he was trying to do. They should have won that game too, and then they probably would have won the Super Bowl that year.
First of all,
and then the year after, Kyle Rudolph pushed off in the end zone, and then he caught the touchdown pass. Is that Brees' fault? His defense always screws him up in the end.
You Drew Brees believers are pathetic. The Kyle Rudolph was not a push-off, first of all. Diggs just made a great play. Marcus Jones may have made a mistake. He may have messed up. Diggs made a great play.
So you're saying if someone did that to the Baltimore Ravens, you're going to say that receiver made a great play, or that guy's the biggest idiot ever?
He made a great play.
That's cap.
He made a great play. And they did get hold against
Rams.
That there's no question about that. But remember after they asked the DB, I forgot his name, they asked the DB after, and he started laughing. He's like, the refs made the right call. He was laughing. But overall, for this matchup with Green Bay versus New Orleans, I got Green Bay. I'm gonna take Green Bay in a. It's not gonna be comfortable because New Orleans just lost to Oakland.
A bad loss.
That's a bad loss for them. They're gonna be motivated, but I don't think it's gonna be enough.
Yeah, you're discrediting New Orleans way too much for me though. Like when you're talking about Drew Brees, He's missing the number 1 wide receiver in the NFL, Michael Thomas.
Best wide receiver in the league.
So you agree?
Yeah.
His number 2 option, well, Jared at wide receiver is Emmanuel Sanders. They didn't have preseason. They didn't have those reps in the offseason to get that working together. So that connection is not going to be there yet. Like Traquan Swift is probably like a better option than Emmanuel Sanders right now. They had 100 penalty yards against Oakland.
See, no. Let me stop you there. Emmanuel Sanders doesn't look like a good option for them right now because Drew Brees can't throw the ball past 15 yards.
They just haven't played together yet.
No, he can't throw the ball past 15
Michael
yards.
Thomas is the 10-yard king.
Don't do that because if you take slants out of all his yards from last year, he still led the league in receiving yards.
But he moves it. Is he not a move the chain receiver?
Yeah, he moves the chains 100%.
And that's what Drew Brees does.
So can we acknowledge that Michael Thomas is the best player? He's the most important player. Not even just best. He's the most important player on that team.
Yeah, probably not, like on offense. Probably he is better than Drew Brees now. Drew Brees is coming out of his prime. Not like
Because we did see last year, even when Drew Brees got hurt and Teddy came in, his numbers even got better with Teddy.
Yeah, so but nobody's arguing that. But he's missing that guy. So you're saying the best guy on the team, Drew Brees is missing him.
But just because you're missing your number 1 option, you shouldn't look this bad.
They had no preseason.
He completed 1 pass over 15 yards versus Oakland. His average air yards was like 4 air yards per throw. What are we supposed to do with that?
So do you think they're not going to make playoffs?
I don't think they were in the division. They might
Is there a single juggernaut in the NFC right now that looks like they can just run the board?
No, there's definitely no juggernaut.
So the NFC they're still good.
They're lucky that there's 7 teams now that can make playoffs. They're not winning the division though. Tampa
They
has
beat Tampa.
Tampa, that was their first time ever playing together.
Okay, and these guys didn't play together all year off season either. They didn't have preseason.
Nobody had it back. The only new piece they added was Malcolm Jenkins and Emmanuel Sanders. Everyone else
Malcolm Jenkins sucks, so like they didn't know that yet, so it's okay.
Yo, he got destroyed by Waller.
He's not good anymore.
You think that's a tough matchup though for anyone in the league?
Yeah, Darren Waller is probably the best, like fourth or third best tight end. Like I'd say it goes Kelsey, Kittle, Waller, Andrews. And then
I forgot Andrews is up there. I'm gonna be honest though, I think Waller's better.
Waller is probably better.
Waller's probably better. Yeah, but like I'm not gonna say Malcolm Jenkins is washed out here because that's literally a tough matchup for almost every safety in the league. Not almost, probably every safety in the league. So I'm not gonna call him washed. But yeah, again, I'm gonna take the Packers. I'll take it on a close one. I think it's gonna be close. I'm gonna take the Packers 28-24.
I'm gonna do the same score but opposite. Saints 28-24.
28-24. You want to put a wager on that?
We can put a wager on that.
All right, we'll talk more after the show because Green Bay's not into Drew Brees, Drew PP. All right, we're gonna move into our favorite bets of week 3. Every week, this is gonna be a weekly segment. I haven't put a name on it yet, but we're gonna give you guys our locks of the weekend. We're gonna give you guys our favorite bets. We're gonna give you guys our leans. So if you got, this is not, you're coming here to get good info about sports, the sports world, but you're also going to come here to make some money off sports.
It's an amateur hour. We make money out here, right? Be ready.
All right, I'm going to start off with my lock of the weekend. Lock it in. My lock of the weekend, we got the Atlanta Falcons -3 versus Chicago Bears. I'm going to tell you why I think this is a lock. Through the first 2 games of the season, Falcons offense has been productive. Calvin Ridley's looking like the best receiver in the league. He's the number 1 fantasy receiver right now. Julio, after dropping a game-winning touchdown pass in his hands, he's going to come back motivated this week. Also, Dan Quinn is coaching for his job. It's now or never for Dan Quinn. After blowing that 28-3 lead to the Patriots in Atlanta in the Super Bowl, it's been downhill since then. They did make the playoffs the year after, but man, they lost to the Eagles. Well, Eagles did win Super Bowl. But anyways, Dan Quinn's coaching for his job. This is a big game. As you guys know, teams that go down 0-3 to start the season, there's only been like 11 teams since the NFL's been established that made the playoffs. So it's now or never for Atlanta. So I'm going to take that Falcons -3.
All right. If you guys want to make money, don't listen to this guy.
Wow.
My first pick is Bears +3. The Falcons, they're one of the most unreliable teams out there. Their offense will put up points and they'll do this, do that, and then their defense will just leave Allen Robinson open for a touchdown and the game's done. Like, you can't trust the Falcons defense at all. Mitchell Trubisky, he hasn't looked that bad. Like, he beat Nick Foles for the starting job for a reason, you know? Yeah. So the Bears, they're looking decent. They're 2-0. We're getting Robert Quinn back week 3. Their offense going against the Falcons shouldn't be a problem because the Falcons defense isn't going to stop nobody. There's a reason why the Cowboys were able to come back and still score 40 points. 40, all right? And the Cowboys defense isn't good. That's why they're able to score 39 points. Bears defense isn't Cowboys defense. Bears defense is not going to let them put up. I can't see them scoring over 25 points like that. Like they can if everything's clicking right.
See, but the thing with Atlanta though, Atlanta really has a top tier offense. I understand Chicago has a good defense, but and they're at home. I just think Bears are running into the wrong team at the wrong time. That's what it is for me. I think Atlanta's gonna come out so motivated that they're just not gonna let this one fall. I think Ravens are the best team in the league. Maybe Ravens would even run into some trouble if they're seeing Atlanta right now. That's what it is for me. So I'm locking in Falcons -3.
Right. I'm locking in Bears +3. So it's gonna be a head-to-head here again. So like we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. And then my other, Atlanta's my lock, but I like Buccaneers -6 versus Broncos.
I like that pick. That's not a bad pick, especially with Jeff Driscoll.
Yeah, Jeff Driscoll.
Like Blake Bortles probably not going to start right away. So for sure, Jeff Driscoll. It's not a good look for Broncos right now. They lost Sutton. Like Jerry Jeudy is their #1 receiver right now as a rookie.
Yeah.
Like they probably haven't worked with Driscoll a lot. It's going to be weird there. I like that pick. My lock for the second pick is Cardinals -5.5 over Lions. This Cardinals offense is looking good. DeAndre Hopkins. He might be coming for that receiver title this year where he's saying, I'm the best out here right now.
He's had that before. He lost it, but he wants it back.
He wants it back. Kyler Murray, he's feeding the beast right now. Kyler Murray, I don't know, we have a trend right now of second-year quarterbacks winning the MVP. Is Kyler Murray going to be the third? I don't know if they can win enough games, but the offense is going to be the issue because Fitzgerald still looks useful, getting third down conversions here and there. Kenny and Drake looks good.
I mean, even their defense, they kept 49ers and Washington in check. And I know people, when they hear me say Washington, be like, what? We talk about Washington. But Washington did drop 27 unanswered points on Philadelphia. And they held them to 9. So that has to count for something. So I like that pick. I agree with that. That's a good pick. And my other pick, I can't go all favorites. I can't just chalk it up like that. So I'm taking Deshaun Watson, man. I'm taking the Texans +4. You guys can't just start off 0-3. Pittsburgh looks good, look really good. I shouldn't even be picking you guys to win, but at some point Deshaun Watson's gonna pull some magic out of his hat or something. So I got the Texans +4. So those are my 3 picks for the week.
All right, that's not bad. My last pick, we talked about this team last time, like just when they're gonna play the Cardinals. The Redskins +7 over the Browns. The Browns aren't a team that should be favored -7 over anybody, in my opinion.
It's not like the Colts. Yeah,
the Colts are 11.5 over Jets. Like, I get it, you won your last game, but Browns barely beat the Bengals. The Redskins and the Bengals aren't that far off. The Redskins might be better.
Redskins are definitely better than Bengals.
So, I just don't understand how Browns can be favored so much. I get the Cardinals ran the score up on them, but no, that's just not right. The Redskins, Terry McLaurin, he's the problem. That guy...
He looks like he has the makings of a top 10 receiver. One day, not there yet, but one day.
He's going to be good. I got Redskins +7 over Browns. Yeah.
I like that pick. My thing with that pick, why I like, is the Browns should never be favored by 7 over anyone.
That's exactly.
So that's more of just playing the points. Like, yeah, I think Cleveland's gonna win, but it shouldn't be favored by 7 over anyone. And that D line in Washington,
they're real. Chase Young,
they're real. Leading the league in sacks.
Exactly.
They're gonna be ready to play. You got any parlay action for the people?
Parlay is a little fun. You know, I like to combine all my picks for a parlay every single week, but. My little risky parlay right now is I like to money line on favorites. So I want to do Rams over the Bills combined with my Bears pick, both money lines. Just a little simple bet, not too much over it. Bills that look good, but they beat the Dolphins and they beat the Jets. Those are the 2 worst teams in the NFL, arguably.
Yeah, they are.
And they only beat the Dolphins by 3. The Rams, they look good against the Cowboys.
They looked
really good. And then who did they beat last week? I saw coming right now, but they're 2-0 right now.
The Rams?
Yeah.
They beat Philadelphia.
They beat the Eagles. They struggled at one point, but then they solidified it like that. They were the better team. Their defense legit. Ramsey and Donald, arguably the best corner and arguably the best defensive lineman on the same team. Yeah. That's a recipe for success. I think the Rams can sneak a win off the Bills.
Yeah, I like that one. And before we head out, I just wanna. This is not even about betting anymore. Just your quick take on 2 games. I don't know why, but this game's interesting to me. Vikings versus Tennessee. Do you think like Vikings are just done out here, or can they win?
Vikings are done out here. Danielle Hunter not there no more. Like it just over. Their secondary just there's nothing going well for them right now. Justin Jefferson, I love that guy. He can't replace Diggs. He's not there yet.
Not ready yet.
They miss Diggs.
Do you really think they can go 0-3 though?
Tennessee's good.
No, that's why I'm asking because
and Tennessee is not like they're like fake good. Like their D line is good. Their secondary is good. Their running game is good. They have Corey Davis has looked pretty good at contract year.
AJ Brown.
I don't know if AJ Brown's back for that game yet. He might be out still, but
Jonnu Smith.
Jonnu Smith looks like he might be the best tight end in the league right now. Like he's playing excellent. Vikings 1-3.
See, my thing though is a Mike Zimmer team going 0-3 just not sitting right with me. I don't know why. So like I that's why I brought it up because I low-key thought about making them a play, just cause like.
Not.
But yeah, I'm not gonna do it because they look awful. I think we're being honest, they look awful. But I don't know. It's just weird. I just feel like they're somehow gonna figure it out. And another one before we leave, I have to talk about Cam. What do you think about what's gonna happen in that Raiders game?
I like Patriots over Raiders. I think Patriots can be motivated after that loss against Seahawks. I think Raiders are a little bit of a high horse after that win against Saints. They're in a rhythm, but they're not that good. Like
they're definitely gonna come in like head over heels on
like
coming into the game.
Like,
and you got Patriots. That's the thing. Everyone's calling like New England of their loss to Seattle as a good loss. That's not how New England are praised. They're mad they lost. They're not taking moral victories. Yeah.
Like, they're not good. Like they're not a team that's gonna be like, oh, we tried hard.
Yeah,
that we came close. Nah, Belichick, he lost like 20-0. 21-20, like same thing, like the loss is still on the record. They're gonna come out with some vengeance.
Yeah, they don't take moral victories in New England, so I'm gonna take the Patriots too. I do think Raiders cover though. I think it's 5.5.
5.5.
I think that's a little too much. So I'm gonna take Patriots. I'm gonna take them 24-21. That's what I think.
That's gonna be a good game. Their defense is still legit though, so I think it's gonna be like a low scoring game. I think Raiders probably score 17 that game. I'm gonna say 24-17.
All right, so that means for you, Patriots.
I think they cover.
All right. Thank you guys for showing up to the first episode of Blue Chips. See you guys next week.
Take care.